I mean, the debt market is a time bomb. It's ticking louder and louder. It's ticking faster. It's going to go off. It's going to go off when they want it to. Central banks are buying it all. They're going to buy more this year, a lot more. We're going to see rate cuts. I know that for a fact. And that's going to drive the global debt bubble beyond. And that's going to prop up the stock markets here. But that creates opportunity. If we realize, and I think the stock market's we're going to hit record high, probably not too far off here. That means that certain assets like gold, silver, commodities in aggregate are on sale. So good, you buy them now while they're on sale, but don't expect this stuff to do anything really until the eventual meltdown in the debt market. It's going to happen, and it's going to be a shock and awe moment for the world. And just be ready for it.
Silver currently trades at $23.0255, reflecting a modest 0.57% increase. The day's pivot point is $23.24, featuring resistance levels at $23.51, $24.09, and $24.49. On the support side, key levels are $22.69, $22.31, and $21.96. Silver's Relative Strength Index, RSI, stands at 48, suggesting a neutral to slightly bearish outlook as it falls below the bullish-indicative 50 threshold. Silver faces a support test at $22.25 to $22.50, coinciding with the gold-silver ratio moving back toward the 89.00 level. Gregory Mannarino asserts that silver is presently the most undervalued asset on Earth. Gregory envisions substantial potential multiples in these ratios, foreseeing a 1-to-1 parity between gold and the Dow and a 15-to-1 ratio between gold and silver. In a more extreme scenario, this ratio could become even more pronounced, particularly in the event of a full-on market meltdown, which he believes is imminent due to the ticking time bomb of the debt market. Meanwhile, the US national debt has surged to a new high of $34 trillion as of January 2024, translating to approximately $100,000 per US resident. Financial experts express concerns about potential risks to investors and the economy. Notably, financial educator Robert Kiyosaki has warned about the escalating national debt, advising investors to turn to commodities like gold, silver, and Bitcoin. He views gold as a safe haven and a hedge against inflation. Economist Peter Schiff echoes these concerns, emphasizing the alarming annual increases in the national debt and the looming threat of a sovereign debt or currency crisis within the year. Gregory sees this scenario as an opportunity to invest in assets like gold, silver, and commodities currently considered on sale. However, he cautions that the true impact of these investments may only unfold during the eventual meltdown in the debt market. We will present clips from Gregory Mannarino's interview with Liberty and Finance. But before we do, if you want more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for more updates. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
I just look at a few basic things. I look at the Dow gold ratio, gold silver ratio. And if you just look at these basic things, you can see why Greg Mannarino says that silver is the most undivided asset on the planet Earth. I think we're going to see multiples here. You have to figure out where's the Dow eventually going to go. I think we're going to get a 1-to-1 parity between gold and the Dow. And then I think between gold and silver, 15-to-1. 15-to-1 is, and it could get even more extreme in a full-on meltdown scenario, which we're going to get. The entire system is about twisting your mind into believing certain things that are absolutely false. And that is why you're in the boat you're in. Most people here who are living paycheck to paycheck here, while the rich become richer and richer. And they sit back and they wonder, what's the difference between that person and myself? Only one thing. That person is thinking independently of themselves. They're not dependent on all this nonsense. So if you pay attention to the mainstream media, you're being set up to fail in a big way and become, again, a slave to the current system. That's what it's all about. I think we need each other more than anything else right now. We're in this thing together, all of us here. Start realizing that the people that you're being told to hate are probably, some of these people can turn out to be your very best friends. We need each other here in every way. I leave everybody off, as you know, every Friday. Love each other, care about each other, be charitable. Start off with something like that. And if you want to fix the rest of your life, it's not that hard to do either. If you talk, at least from a financial standpoint, realize where the opportunities are. I did a whole video on this Sunday. This is an environment that is rich with opportunity to people that people can take advantage of. But we understand, I mean, at its most basic level, that we're going to see the global debt and debts and deficits surge higher than we've ever seen before, faster. Well, you want to take the opposite side of that trade. You want to be in real things. Commodities, my favorite asset of all time. I hate calling silver a commodity because I think it's real money, as gold too. So start, get out of their system. We don't need to participate in their system. Unfortunately, people feel like they have no choice. But there are other ways that people can, sidestep this. And I think that's the number one way, is to bet against the debt, become your own central bank, do what the central banks are telling you not to do. They don't want you to hold gold and silver. Neither do our so-called loving, caring politicians here. They don't want you in anything other than the U.S. dollar. That should tell you something here.
The World Bank's recent assessment indicates a challenging global economic scenario characterized by high interest rates, inflation, and a struggling Chinese economy. The forecasted global economic growth for the current year is a modest 2.4%, down from 2.6% in 2023, 3% in 2022, and the more robust 6.2% in 2021, which benefited from COVID-19 pandemic recovery. Gregory asserts that the global economy is not merely struggling, but has essentially succumbed, emphasizing the systematic erasure of the consumer base. Despite positive economic data presented for the Federal Reserve, Gregory points to contrasting indicators like the New York Fed Business Activity Index, revealing a grim economic reality. Major news outlets, including CNBC and Bloomberg, are accused of complicity in spreading misinformation and diverting attention from genuine economic challenges. The admission by the Bureau of Labor Statistics that economic data is fabricated underscores the prevalence of propaganda and deception. Gregory highlights the ongoing liquidity crisis and the contraction of the physical economy as critical factors in understanding the current economic landscape. He urges individuals to remain vigilant and aware of economic challenges and misinformation campaigns. Let's get back to the interview.
The global economy it's just done. It's dead. It's buried. The consumer's getting systematically erased. But they keep, pushing all this nonsense at us here. It's a game. It's a very dangerous game because it's causing, not only are people not understanding what's going on, they're not meant to. And again, when people hear this kind of stuff, they look upon themselves and say, hold on a minute, well, why am I struggling? Why do I have to continue to borrow? Why can't I make ends meet here? And it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. I mean, just from this is an hour ago. This is, we heard from Fed President Waller. Now, this is exactly what he had to say. And it's kind of interesting in my view. So the wording here is what gets to me. And this is the article right here. So Fed President Waller this morning here, economic data for the Fed is almost as good as it gets. I mean, and just an hour prior to that, we just found out again that the New York Fed Business Activity Index is in absolute literal free fall, is contracting faster than any other time in history, more so than even during the scamdemic. Okay. So, I mean, you get one piece of information, then he's telling us how great this is, but the situation is, look at the wording, economic data for the Fed, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're destroying the economy and they're using, the CNBCs, the Bloomberg, to just lie and look here and don't look here. And look, the data is always, it's all made up. The Bureau of Labor Statistics, and I want people to look this up, this is about maybe 3 or 4 months ago, actually admitted the data is fake. It's all fake. It's made up. My hat goes off to the Bureau of Labor Statistics for actually admitting that, but that's a fact. So, look, people realize, at least to follow our work, they're being propagandized. They're being lied to. They're being told to look over here. Don't look over there. This huge false flag of wars and expanding wars and everything else that's going on. Only in a mechanism here to pull cash into the now. The liquidity crisis is full on right now, and it's getting a lot worse faster, as you and I have talked about repeatedly. If I don't know, go back as far as people want to go. The stuff that we have spoken about really is amazing because it's all happening. And, what are we doing, you and me? We're telling people, raise your awareness. This is what you need to be paying attention to. And I think people that follow our work, by and large, get it. But the masses have no clue. They don't understand what's going on. And it's, again, by design, of course. They're being told by all of the propaganda ministry, how great their lives are. They couldn't be better. The economy is strong, it's booming, it's doing this, it's doing that, but ignore everything else. And it's unfortunate. We've seen this before. It's a repetitive pattern throughout history where the people are just, towards the end, especially of whatever's going on at any time in history, that's when the propaganda starts really getting worse. And this is something I outlined at the end of the prior year, this current year, where I said, look, the deceptions, the distractions, the lies, the tales are going to get even worse. The more they feel, I guess, the more that they push that agenda, the more people are going to believe it. And that's actually true, unfortunately. Studies have shown that to be true. If people are told a lie enough, they take it as gospel truth. It's just human nature, I guess. I'm not sure.
Silver's historical significance, its distinctive properties, and increasing demand from industrial and investment sectors position it as a captivating investment option. How do you perceive the current trends in silver prices? And are you considering any investments in this dynamic market? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. If you find this video informative, don't forget to support our channel and turn on notifications to stay informed about our latest videos. See you in the next video.